It's the first of the month, and you know what that means? That means that one of the thrift stores in my local area restocks their stuff and swaps their tags, so no's become yeses. Anyways, I went there, got I think 22 items, spent $68. Actually, I spent $70 on one item that was for myself, but $68 if we don't count that one. All really good stuff. Some of it's a little marginal, but I'm definitely going to make a profit. Average cost of goods is a little bit over $3. Okay, here we go. So I was in a rush when I bought this, so I didn't look up everything and I didn't screen very hard, so I may notice flaws as I go through. This I did look up. That's Alberto. I don't know if this brand is good in general, but the jeans seem to be this 1400 denim jeans. There were I think it was like 50% sell through, and it was selling for around $30 plus shipping. It was half off of the white tags were half off, so half off of $7. So $3.50, minimum 15 plus shipping on that. Probably closer to 25 to 30. Although that's again an estimate, and I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is because I did not look these up very thoroughly. Next pair of jeans is a pair of Lucky Brand jeans. I don't know if these are men's. I believe they are. They were also $7, so half off of that. And they're a size, see, it's a size 32, but I don't think that that's women's. These don't look like women's, to me at least. They look like they're men's. I think these look like they're, actually, wait, let me check. Yeah, the pockets are too deep for these to be women's. And there's a style code, so I made look these up. Lucky Brand men's jeans are really strong. I think the women's jeans are pretty weak, but if you find Lucky Brand men's jeans for under $5, I would recommend picking them up. Really solid bread and butter pieces. This was, they had a 50-cent rack. This was 50 cents. Blue tags were. So this was just basic LL Bean top, women's top. I think, I don't know if that counts as a t-shirt. Yeah, women's large, regular. And I think it has a small spot on it. Really faint spot. Probably not going to show up on camera. For 50 cents, I'll flip that for 10 plus shipping, or maybe even a little less. Another 50-cent item. Didn't bother looking this one up. It's like capris. I don't know if they're like long shorts or capris, and they are a linen blend from that brand, Hey Hey. I assume that's not a really good brand, but it's a linen viscose blend, size 6. So I figure, I haven't looked these up, but another probably 10 plus shipping item. Just filler. This was probably, this is a little marginal. This is a Columbia medium plaid flannel for $3. Long sleeve plaid flannel button up shirt. Seems to be flawless. It's got a herringbone texture to it. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's common on sport coats. Not super common on this, but I think twill shirts have it, and flannel is kind of a twill. I don't know. That should be a solid $15 plus shipping. If I can get Columbia for $3, and especially in a plaid flannel, which typically, especially going into the colder months, plaid flannels are probably going to be strong sellers in most brands, and in a decent brand like Columbia, probably a good idea to pick up. It's even something like an Eddie Bauer, I probably would have picked that up. This I did not bother to look up because of two reasons. One, that graphic, that's going to sell probably. It's a women's top, Philosophia Botanica. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but also the brand is probably good. That looks like it's a boutique brand, and then also it's Jess and Jane USA, and then also if you look, it is made in USA. I don't believe it's vintage. Botanica. Yeah, I don't think this is vintage because the tag looks too modern and this print looks too modern. But contemporary made in USA stuff typically is going to be boutique because why would a non-boutique brand decide to manufacture in a place where it's more expensive to manufacture? This, again, I looked this up briefly. I don't know if this is, I think I vaguely remember this brand, True Spec. There were comps selling in the $50 range. This is a pair of I don't know what type of camo that's called. It's like Minecraft camo, like 8-bit camo. I don't know. It's just a pair of camo cargo pants from them. Might be worth upwards of 30. I got it for, I think most of this stuff they priced at 7. So I got it for 350. So I think this should probably be safe. At least I hope it is. This is, I haven't picked one of these up in a long time. These are new with tags Levi's Action Slacks, vintage dead stock. I believe, yeah, copyright 2001. So the Action Slacks are pretty much one of the few cases where vintage Levi's aren't really worth picking up, I would say. But new with tags Levi's Action Slacks I know do well, and these retailed for $50. Got them for $3. So that should be safe. Safe, probably 20 or maybe 25 plus shipping. Honestly, the new with tags, as I've said, are in demand. The used market is just way too glutted on these because they're really common. This is, I don't know if this is the biggest, the next item is the biggest risk of the day. This is kind of a risk though, because this is one of the very rare unbranded pieces. I don't think the tag's been ripped off. I think this is legitimately just an unbranded piece. And does it have a material tag? Doesn't seem like it has a material tag. This has got it on the inside here. I won't bore you too much. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be branded whatsoever, but look at this thing. It's this really heavy, almost canvas material. I think, yeah, this is a women's button-up shirt. That's Southwestern Aztec boho even, probably. It was $4, so this one is a bit more expensive, but that type of print is really, really on trend right now. At least I think it is, as far as my fashion YouTuber sense. I mean, it was definitely a year ago, and I think it still is, if not quite as much. That should sell for 20 or 25. I would expect. Again, only $4 into it. That was not the biggest risk. This is probably the biggest risk. This is a bad brand. Actually, maybe not, because it only cost me $2, so I don't know. But bad brand, Coldwater Creek. But it's this, like, I think batik might even be the right word to describe that. It's got paisley on it. It's got, like, Hindu stuff on it. Yeah, you can tell, I think it's got an elephant somewhere. Oh, yeah, you can see the paisley there. But that is just weird. It's a full zip vest. Feels pretty quality, honestly. I don't know what to call that at all, but that's gonna sell. I would be surprised if it didn't. I guess I thought this was more of a liability when I bought it, especially, but I guess it's not, considering it, only cost $2. I was pretty surprised when I saw this, because this thrift store doesn't really get that much high-end stuff. Typically it's going to be like lower end stuff just because of where it is in town, and of course it's not a chain, so they don't get other influx. But this is an Armani shirt, and it's legit, I'm pretty sure. The material tag seems to not have the material on it, which made me a little oh no, the material tag has been cut off. Then there's a care tag, made in Turkey tag. But it's this really heavy, I've found one of these, an Armani shirt, it was a polo shirt with this type of material before. It's like this, I think probably viscose, just really heavy, really stretchy material. Again, Armani Collezione, size medium, men's medium. I would assume men's medium. Maybe a women's medium? I don't think that's women's, though. It doesn't look like it's women's. Anyways, Armani t-shirt for $2.50. Not really. Just a no-brainer there. I don't know how much the Collezione t-shirts is selling for. What is this? Oh yeah, this is cost me $3. Just a basic Nike hoodie. Don't really find much Nike or Under Armour or Adidas at this place, but this one was just there. I think this is women's. That sort of neck right there, I don't know what to call that, but I think that's pretty exclusive to women's hoodies. Just a basic Nike, not vintage or anything. I do really well with Nike hoodies if I can get them for cheap like this. Again, for $3, no-brainer. Probably somewhere between 15 and 20 plus shipping on that. Okay, and this Yeah, I think this was the biggest liability because I didn't have time to look this up. It is a Pendleton women's XL, not vintage. Yeah, it's not a vintage tag, but whatever this is, I don't know what you. It's like a. I think technically cardigan. That's probably the right word to use with this button front cardigan. A knit. I don't know if it's cable knit. It's just a knit cardigan made out of this polyester cotton blend with like the floral stuff. Pendleton is a pretty good brand, and it was half off of 10, so only $5, which I was willing to gamble on this. It's a good brand. The ideal, really what it's good for is the vintage flannels. Everything else is like hit or miss, but this type of thing, pretty novel. I would be surprised if it's not worth more than 25. Worst case scenario, I'll probably flip it for 15 plus shipping, make my $6. This is a size extra small, so this was $3.50. Size extra small Madewell cable knit wool blend sweater, mock neck sweater. Seems to be flawless. I strained it pretty hard. It has a little bit of pilling. Oh, no, it has a small stain on it, I remember. It has a stain on the front that you may, yeah, right there. I don't know if you can see that. But that stain shouldn't prohibit a sale. Madewell, like some of the brands you're going to see up and coming, as some of the brands that I've explained and mentioned in this video, I typically pick up Madewell if I can get it for under $5. Again, same story here. We the Free, almost waffle knit, like thermal, sort of. I don't know. Women's clothing is so confusing. I don't know what to call that. I really do not know what in the world that's called. And it's not inside out either, because the brand is on the right side. So like, or is it? No, I think this is actually, wait, is it? No. No, this is definitely, this is not inside out. But it's just this We the Free thing. I got it for $2.50. I don't know what it is, but We the Free, pretty solid brand just to pick up for cheap. This has stains on it, and it's a size extra, extra small, but I still picked it up. It has stains on the sleeve somewhere there. You can see that. I picked it up. Why? Even though it's a size extra, extra small, it's Vince. Vince is a semi-luxury brand. I don't know if it technically counts as luxury, but it's like a higher end brand. And their like dress shirts typically don't do well. That's the thing that you're probably going to find from them the most. But something like a sweater is going to do well from them. Again, I think cable knit is the right term. And I think it's a wool blend. This definitely doesn't feel like 100%. Oh, it's a merino wool alpaca blend. So yeah, definitely worth buying this. I didn't even know that. But yeah, Vince sweater. This is a good find. I don't know how much. Likely upwards of 30 for this. This, I guess this is kind of marginal. Banana Republic, it was $3.50. Premium luxe yarn, and it's like 3% cashmere. It's got a bit of 10% silk blend. Button front cardigan. I know that the cardigans from Banana Republic are one of the stronger categories. Size small, but this should sell well. I would be surprised if this doesn't sell well. Again, only spent so much on it. This is, I believe, a luxury brand. So I tried to authenticate it, but it was a little hard to. It does seem legit, though. Givenchy activewear. This is probably worth upwards of 30. It's like this almost felt fabric, striped polo shirt, long sleeve polo shirt. Really weird piece. But this type of unique type of thing from a luxury brand is the type of thing that, at least in my experience, the type of thing that eBay customers want. Again, it was $3, and I don't know, there doesn't seem to be a material tag on this, so I don't know. Let's see. And this is the last item before we get to the two items that you cannot see right now that were definitely the best finds of the day. This is another Lucky Brand. This is Lucky Brand Women's, which is not as good as men's. Size large. But it is a cable knit. I think that's Fair Isle. I don't know if that's what you call Fair Isle. I'll look that up. It's definitely not Argyle. But I think it's a Fair Isle cable knit sweater. And I don't know. I didn't check the material on this either. This is, no, maybe, I think I did this one. This is, I believe, a wool blend. 75% acrylic, 25% wool for $3.50. Again, should be safe money as we go into the colder months. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the two almost assuredly best finds of the day. I'll show you, well, it's two sport coats. One of these is the best find of the day. I'll show you this one. This one might actually be better. This is probably a better find than this one. Well, there's a chance that this one is, but I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell, but it only cost me $3. They did not, no, it cost me $4.25. It's this tweed sport coat, but it's not Harris tweed. It is, what does it say? Donegal tweed? In a brand, and the brand is like some Irish thing, some like local Irish brand that doesn't have any track record on eBay. But in good brands like Brooks Brothers, the Donegal tweed was selling in like the high $100 mark, for like $150, $200. I did see one that sold for like $199. I would be surprised if this sells for less than 50, just because most of the comps were above that. And the sell-through was actually pretty solid. It was like over 50%, which is really good for a sport coat. This is a good find, not my favorite find. This is 100%, whoa. Bear with me there while I fix that up. This is 100% my favorite find. I was so excited when I saw this. This is a black corduroy cotton sport coat, Western sport coat, blazer thing with suede, or maybe faux suede, but I think that's faux suede. But elbow patches, which adds to the aesthetic, from probably the best brand. Well, not the best, but one of the best brands to find. Circle S. This is a Western brand. Pretty much exclusively does Western stuff. And these are the things that sell really well. Especially since this is corduroy, would be surprised if this is worth less than 50. Might be worth up to 100 because of the corduroy, but I'm not sure. Regardless, really good sell-through on these. Circle S is one of the few brands where the sport coats have almost 100% sell-through. Oak Hill being another one of them. Absolute slam dunk. Super, super happy I found this. This one only cost me $3, I think. This one, cost me $3. So really good find, really happy with that. And that was it. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.